back to my channel. This video I put together is just a compilation of a bunch of UFO sightings and flying saucer sightings, whistleblowers, stuff like that, that all has to do with disclosure and the stuff that went on between the government. This is going to be part 1. I'll release part 2 later in the week, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please consider giving me a like, and namaste.
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are.
Throughout the universe, we're not alone in the universe, no.
You're convinced that we're not alone in the universe?
Oh, I know for sure we're not alone in the universe. And I happen to be privileged enough to have be in on the fact that we have been visited on this planet. And the UFO phenomenon is real, although it's been covered up by our government.
My name is Enrique Colbeck. I am air traffic controller. I'm sorry for my English. I'm so scared. I'm not accustomed to talk in front of a lot of people. My work at the International Airport of Mexico. We detect 15 objects west side of the Toluca Airport that is very close of our international airport at 50 miles, more or less.
A Type 1 civilization has the energy of an entire planet. They might, for example, control the weather. Earthquakes, volcanoes, they can modify them. They have the power of a planet. That's Type 1.
My name is Michael Smith. I was in the Air Force, a sergeant, from 1967 to 1973, and they were watching a UFO on a radar that was hovering at about 80,000 feet. It sat there for about 10 minutes and then slowly descended until it dropped off the radar, was gone for about 5-10 minutes, and then instantly reappeared.
I would like to submit to our nation my personal testimony of one document related to one of these ongoing topics, which I saw while in office serving on the State Federal Relations and Veterans Affairs Committee. The document I saw was an official brief to President Eisenhower. This brief was pervaded with a sense of hope, and it informed President Eisenhower of the continued presence of extraterrestrial beings, that a meeting between the President and some of these visitors could be arranged as appropriate if desired. The tone of the brief indicated to me that there was no need for concern, since these visitors were in no way causing any harm or had any intention whatsoever of causing any disruption then or in the future. That Eisenhower did indeed meet with these extraterrestrial off-world astronauts. I hope my personal testimony will aid the nation in its quest for continued enlightenment. I am honored to follow in the footsteps of those who have come forward with their personal testimonies, those who deserve the admiration of the American people for sharing their accounts.
All of a sudden, this light appears out of nowhere and moves in a straight line towards the edge of the Earth, towards the limb of the Earth. Now, as it approaches the edge there, it seems to slow down. But I think what's really going on, it's just moving away from the camera, and it's getting further and further away. And just as it goes out of sight, this massive luminous object comes flying from the other direction. We're talking about a diameter of miles to be throwing off that much light. It slows down and comes to a complete stop. And just as it comes to a stop, another object appears and moves off in yet another direction. And then something truly amazing happens. That huge luminous object starts going backwards. It retraces its steps. Again, something that could only be a sign of intelligent control.
A Type 2 civilization has mastered the energy of a star. They've colonized the nearby planets, very similar to the Federation of Planets like in Star Trek. Star Trek would be a Type 2 civilization. Then there's type 3. Galactic. What are we? Do we control the Earth? Do we control the stars? Do we control the galaxy? We are type 0. We get our energy from dead plants.